Hello dear friends, today we have a special video where I want to present you the best of the best. Welcome to my channel, where I have collected especially for you the top 50 games on Android and iOS. All the content in this video is a selection of games from my previous videos. We have done a Herculean job to select the most exciting, addictive, and unique games for mobile devices. If you're looking for quality games for your smartphones, you've come to the right place. Also, if you want to communicate with me, go to my channel Telegram. The link is in the description. D. Simulator. Future World is a deer simulator that runs through a futuristic city and fights huge enemies. In addition, you can run on water, demolish huge windmills, and even drive a car of the future, flying up or hovering above the ground. According to the plot of D. Simulator Future World, a man is reborn as a voxel deer. He can run fast and even stand on his hind legs to pummel the enemy with his pumped-up arms. The game is currently in the top 1 of simulators on Google Play. Campfire Cat Cafe is a mobile arcade game that is available on Android. There is no information about the iOS version. The game offers vertical gameplay and pleasant cartoon graphics. You will meet many characters and representatives of wildlife. Each of them has their own needs and character. The main task in Campfire Cat Cafe is to recruit staff for the forest camp, set it up, and get acorns, the main currency. You're not actually in charge of the camp itself, but the food truck, trying to feed the locals and getting 3 Michelin stars. Dumb Ways to Die. 4 is a mobile arcade game for smartphones. This is the 4th installment in the Dumb Ways to Die series. This time, the game will offer a series of minigames, during which you have to drink water while running under the scorching sun, hide under an umbrella during rain, and so on. The mobile game Dumb Ways to Die 4 is available on iOS and Android. This is the official release. In it, players collect coins, for which they then grow trees and probably build a Paradise Place settlement where cartoon characters can't die. Neodori Forever is a racing game that was released on PC back on June 15, 2022. Now, it has been released on iOS. The publisher Crescent Moon Games states that the game is free to play. The main objective in Neodori Forever, to drive on the highway at high speed, overtaking opponents, regular vehicles, collect coins, fuel, and nitro. Also, if you get the hang of it, you'll be able to drift on the straight sections of the road without slowing down. Rototo is a PC and smartphone action game that has finally arrived on iOS and Android in the official markets. The developers of Rototo say that it is a roguelike shooter with a view from above, where the main character is a mix of Potato and Rambo. Wielding 6 types of weapons, he has to save his comrades and stay alive. Players are offered automatic shooting with manual aiming and matches that last up to 30 minutes. Rototo has dozens of characters with different playstyles. Hundreds of items and weapons are available for them. Lucid Lenses is a mobile visual novel from Fredbear Games. The developers describe their project as a thrilling romantic story full of love, ambition, and difficult decisions. Players will see how people fall in love, and after an unforgettable time with each other, must make a choice. What is more important to them? A career or a relationship? The authors of Lucid Lenses promise 2 unique endings. It's a pity that the language is only English, but the story is original and, judging by the trailer, there won't be much text, just like in Valiant Hearts. Players will be watching the intimate conversations and dreamy memories. Nautical Life 2 is a mobile tropical island life simulator that has been released on iOS and Android around the world. Players will be able to communicate with NPCs and explore different locations with them, sailing between them on a boat. Another option is to chop trees and catch fish. Only to do so, you have to deal more damage to the prey by tapping on the screen at the right moment. Fish in Nautical Life 2 is not just for the collection, because we use its meat for food. Although the developers added textual dialogues that develop the plot of the game, most of the gameplay boils down to catching bigger and bigger fish. Wavecade is a PC and smartphone game that was inspired by projects like Space Invaders and Galaga. In it, the player controls a spaceship that destroys colored blocks and uses temporary enhancements to fire huge lasers, missiles, and so on. Wavecade launched on iOS and Android, and it was released on PC back on July 11th, 2022. It is interesting that by moving up and down the screen, The player will be able to speed up or slow down time. At the same time, after each new wave of enemies, the local speed itself increases little by little, which adds complexity. Temple Run. Idle Explorers is an idle game and simulation of a tycoon who will get gold from various ancient ruins, some of which have monsters hiding in them. To defeat them, you have to send ranners. They run automatically. You just have to use cards and avoid traps to get to them in one piece. The developers have added nice tutorials, cartoonish graphics, and even a story. Gradually, the player will be able to develop a chain of production and automate the extraction of gold, collecting it with one tap from all places. Publisher Digital Melody Games released Car Detailing Simulator 2022 on iOS on March 13th. You can play the project in many countries, but on Android, the same game appeared on the same day only in the UK. This means that on one platform was the official release, and on the second, a trial run. In Car Detailing Simulator 2022, players will take care of their car without wasting hours behind a hose, soap, and towel. The developers say that with this project, you can become an expert in your own car repair shop. In total, players will be offered 30 car models to wash from top to bottom, including the exterior and interior. Battle Prime is a third-person shooter that challenges you to control primes, virtual soldiers specifically designed to face each other in exciting online duels. Each prime has its own special skill, so you have to learn to master them perfectly. The battles last approximately 5 minutes. In each game, 2 teams of up to 6 players must face each other in wide settings, where the goal is to destroy as many enemies as possible. Every time you destroy an enemy, you earn points. The first team that reaches 100 points wins. A way to smash time. Feel free to go to the battlefield, then kill any player and get valuable prizes. Strain the brain and at the same time, enjoy their abilities to attack. Be motivated, have a good think before you strike. Do not give the slightest chance to get close to you and on the move. For each murder, the characters on the cards turns around and is ready to go into battle, but your goal is fast to respond and go where no opinion. Go through 150 levels of varying difficulty, indefinitely be ready to fight with bosses. In Endless Nightmare, Restricted Area, we take on the role of an explorer trapped in one of the pyramids. There he finds special gloves that allow you to use magic. To begin, it is necessary to pump them. For this made a separate branch. Players can use stealth attacks, plus you have to collect items and solve puzzles, which is reminiscent of the Resident Evil series. The local gameplay is probably broken up into levels, which are quite long and broken up into floors. Payday Crime War is an exciting multiplayer first-person shooter, where you'll have to choose to become either a cop or a robber. Depending on which team you choose, you'll have one of 2 goals. The robbers are trying to break into a safe, and the cops will do anything to stop them. Just like the PC and console version of Payday, there's tons of characters, both cops and robbers, to choose from in Payday Crime War. Not only that, the more you play, the more new content you'll unlock. Dozens of masks, suits, weapons, accessories, loads of new safes, and even more exclusive content. Farming Simulator 23 is a new part of the popular simulator for Android. Become a modern farmer, drive over 100 authentically recreated machines from world-famous manufacturers. After plowing, weeding, harvesting, or collecting eggs from chicken coops, there is still a lot of work left to do. Produce valuable goods from the harvest, and replenish the farm with new factories and production chains. Do not be afraid. There will be time to relax and walk through the wide fields, watching the change of weather and seasons. If more than 100 cars is not enough, you can replenish the fleet with downloadable materials. Oxenfree 2. Lost Signals is another game besides Shovel Knight Pocket Dungeon that will be released on various platforms, including smartphones. According to Night School Studios, the stakes will be even higher in the second installment of Oxenfree. The trailer hints at just that. Jacob and Riley are alone in an obscure world over which an alien portal has opened. The heroes will have to wander together through islands, cities, and bridges with scary red creatures. No Place for Bravery is a mobile adventure that was released on PC back on September 22, 2022. Now there was a release on smartphones, more precisely on Android in a number of countries. The list is not great, but it certainly includes the United States. The plot of No Place for Bravery is based on real stories, and among the characters there are no heroes. Players will engage in dynamic battles with an isometric camera. Blows must be constantly dodged, parried, and even counterattacked. Teeny Tiny Town is an indie puzzle game available on the App Store and Google Play worldwide. It's a free game with ads and in-game purchases. It has quiet music and straightforward gameplay. You have to combine identical objects in ever-increasing areas to create a small town. As the town thrives in the mobile game Teeny Tiny Town, players can earn gold by converting trees into stately homes in parallel. The accumulated gold can be used to unlock and purchase new items needed for development. Shark Rage is an entertainment that players will enjoy both graphics and gameplay. It has many different oddities, but oddities that make the gameplay fun and exciting for a long time. The main character will be a very angry and hungry shark who decides to arrange a massive hunt for careless people, both afloat and vacationers on the shore. The Earth is no obstacle for the shaken protagonist. During the course of the action, you can develop and personalize the toothy creature, gaining access to new features and options for passing. Therefore, the bloody fun will not stop for a second in the growth of passions. Superhot Mobile. Welcome to the first-person shooter with a unique gameplay based on time. Control a character who must fight enemies using weapons and melee. However, time only moves when the character moves, which adds a strategic component and makes the game more dynamic. The game has story and quick challenge modes, each of which offers its own unique challenges and challenges. Quick Challenge allows the player to select a level and set their own rules for setting up a challenge. Autolife Ibrazil is a free Android game developed by Direction Games. It falls under the simulation subcategory of games. The game is set in the Brazilian favelas, providing a unique experience to players. Autolife Ibrazil is an open-world game where players can explore the streets in their cars and experience the thrill of driving on a map that is entirely Brazilian, with realistic graphics and immersive gameplay. Heavy Machines and Construction is a mobile simulator for driving big wheelbarrows like jeeps, trucks, and other industrial machines. Players will complete tasks, riding from one point to another, and enjoy elaborate 3D graphics, although there is no damage physics, and the sound of the engine seems unrealistic. There are real bulldozers and tractors to choose from in Heavy Machines and Construction. Plus, before driving, you need to start the car, fill it up, and then go to the city. The developers have added support for high beams and turn signals, although the gears are switched automatically. Police Patrol Simulator is an action and adventure game where you have the chance to put yourself in the shoes of a real police officer. In this game, you will be in charge of patrolling in search of dangerous situations until you restore order. The 3D graphics in Police Patrol Simulator are pretty realistic, and the controls are really simple, as all you have to do is tap on the buttons at the bottom of the screen. Like this, you can move the patrol car from right to left, use the turn signals and speed up or reverse. If you have always dreamed of epic car chases or even just driving a cop car, then Police Patrol Simulator is the choice for you. Prepare to defy gravity and embark on an adrenaline-fueled parkour adventure in Only Up the Ascendance 3D Parkour Adventure. In this immersive 3D game, you'll guide our fearless protagonist, Alex, through a vertical world filled with daring leaps, intricate obstacles, and breathtaking landscapes. Ultimate Motorcycle Simulator, a realistic racing simulator during the creation of which the developers paid a lot of attention to each element. So you will find a huge open world, excellent three-dimensional graphics, detailed models, an elaborate weather model, a wide selection of licensed motorcycles, hundreds of possible improvements in technology, and of course a realistic physics engine. Perhaps this game cannot boast of an intricate storyline or charismatic characters, but here everything else, and most importantly, the simulation of driving a motorcycle is beyond praise. Cleaning Idle is a free simulation game developed by AppSwim LLC for Android devices. In this game, you become the manager of your cleaning company, hiring workers to clear locations and turn them into beautiful places. The main objective is to manage upgrades, take care of your workers, and ensure their productivity to become the best cleaner manager. The game has a simple and intuitive interface, making it easy to navigate. The graphics are colorful and attractive, and the sound effects are well designed, creating an immersive experience. The gameplay is engaging, and the game mechanics are well balanced, providing a challenging yet enjoyable experience. Basketball Arena is a sports game that's similar to headball. The same bobble-headed athletes are back, but this time they're playing on basketball courts. With intuitive gameplay, you can have a great time while trying to score more points than your opponents. Basketball Arena has 2D graphics that are similar to those in other games from Masomo. Unlock tons of characters with different abilities, then face off against other players. Sniper 3D is an addictive game that features very realistic graphics, in which you have to complete missions with the help of your aim and other skills. It also has user-friendly controls that are truly immersive, which makes hitting your objectives quite difficult. You start the game trying to get your first shot, which will help you get used to aiming and firing exactly where you want to. From this moment on, you have to face hundreds of different levels where you have to be faster than your enemies to successfully complete the missions. Upgrading your weapons is essential if you want to get rid of them with a single shot. Ski down exciting slopes, complete skiing challenges, collect items, and discover the mountain's secrets in the fun, open-world ski game Grand Mountain Adventure. You have just one goal in this exciting sports game. Have a great time skiing down the mountain. Grand Mountain Adventure has very simple controls. Just tap on either side of the screen to use to turn, and tap on both sides at the same time to accelerate. Use these straightforward controls to skillfully ski across the entire mountain. There's also bonus content you can unlock as you ski down the mountain and complete challenges. The better you ski, the more content you can unlock, including many new ski trails. Bright Memory is a first-person shooter set in a futuristic world where you play as a special agent whose mission goes sideways when an accident sends him soaring through space toward a totally unfamiliar place. Gameplay in Bright Memory is perfect for touchscreens. On the left side of the screen, there's a virtual D-pad and 2 buttons for skills, while on the right, there are tons of other buttons. Shoot, recharge, jump, sprint, special abilities, and change weapon. It might seem like too many buttons in the beginning, but they're all necessary. Story mode in Bright Memory takes you through a series of majestic settings where you fight against all kinds of enemies. In the beginning, you fight against soldiers armed with machine guns or shotguns, but attack quickly if you want to kill them before they kill you. Luckily, you'll have a great arsenal at your disposal. Madtail. Idle RPG is a mobile game that released on July 12th on the App Store and Google Play worldwide. Newcomers will get 10/24 free gacha twists, an epic character, a limited edition avatar, and many other rewards. And if logged in every day for a week, players will get an epic Snow White. Gameplay in Madtail. Idle RPG is split across 2 screens, roughly like the Nintendo 3DS. Players will collect rare characters and pump them up during the story campaign. This will allow for one-on-one PvP battles. Need Night Street Underground is a mobile racing game that was released on Google Play worldwide on July 9th. There is no information about the iOS version. The project offers a night open world, story, racing with bots and chases with cops. The developers of Need Night Street Underground took inspiration from Need for Speed Underground, as did another mobile game, NS2, Underground. There is no damage system in Need Night Street Underground, but the physics of braking and drifting is good, though the sound effects could have been made better. Swordash is a mobile game available on Android worldwide. It is the official release of the game with anime style and handheld controls. Yes, gamers control a girl and use a sword to massacre zombies and their bosses. As players pump Swordash will gain one of 3 random abilities as they progress. This can be as damage increase, shield activation, or vampirism. The story is revealed through text dialogues. Too bad it's in English and not voiced. To pass the level, Players will have to clear several waves, plus ride a motorcycle, avoiding collisions with explosive barrels. Retract is a battle royale from the developers of the survival simulator called Vast, which despite extremely low ratings and lack of updates is still popular. From the first frames it becomes clear that the developers are trying to take the appearance, high-quality textures, not bad animations, and pleasant lighting. In one battle involves 60 people, and the structure of gameplay is not different from other battle royale. You explore the map, look for weapons, and try to survive. The Legend of Tian is a cartoon side-scroller, in which players take on the role of Taipei's folk hero and local Robin Hood. He opposes the Japanese colonial authorities, and now you can also play as him on iOS, not only on PC and consoles of different generations. The battle will be fought with geishas and military men. Gradually, players will collect powerful talismans, competing with friends for the first places in the online rankings. Heatgear is an arcade racing game for smartphones with great music and in the dark. At first glance, it seems as if it is a successor of Need for Speed Underground series. The thing is that we can move around the open world, filled with traffic and different types of races. Somewhere you need to pass all the marks, somewhere, to gain maximum speed for the allotted time. As in Underground, in Heatgear from the collision with the transport, the car is not damaged, it just slows down and slightly recoils. By the way, controlling the car is completely on the shoulders of the player. Developers promise a lot of modes, improving the car, including neon, spoilers, body, and its insides. Deadkind. Survival Project is a survival simulator in the zombie apocalypse, where you run for the bald man, or rather chase him around a huge world. Only at a distance of 100 meters, everything turns into a huge and blinding wall of light. A difficult burden fell to gamers on Android, as it is on this platform that Deadkind. Survival Project is available. The developers promise multiplayer, but for now you cannot dream about it. The maximum you will get is an equipment system, hunger and thirst along with a combat system. Tabs is a military sandbox where players are free to do almost anything. Ship battles, cowboy duels, prehistoric mammoth battles, or oriental kung fu fights. So, publisher XD Entertainment is preparing a mobile version. There is no release date yet, but we are promised all the content that is in the PC version and beta tests. This means that players will have access to hundreds of warrior types, plus a character editor to create a unique army. Gamers will be able to participate in both pre-made scenarios and stage their own historical battles. Neon Chrome, a top-down shooter for Android, made with the style of cyberpunk. In this game, you take control of your Kyber Pipa or hacker, and guide it in generating the maze game, destroying all enemies in his way. Use to fire the most modern weapons and clear your way through the crowds of enemies. In this game, your character will have Kybersporta that you can improve and upgrade as the game progresses. If you destroy something your way, you'll start from the beginning. City Smash 2 is a mobile game that was released on Android on July 6th. There is no information about the iOS version. It's a free-to-play sandbox game with ads that can be removed for money. Players will wreak havoc and destruction. The developers say they've added all the fan-favorite elements: tanks, helicopters, and even UFOs. They can be controlled by destroying buildings and cars. From the pluses of City Smash 2, you can cause several hurricanes and earthquakes, to then watch what is happening and get achievements. At the same time, the screen will shake, and the most bloodthirsty players will be able to launch a nuclear strike on a small city, or cause a black hole with laser blasts from space. The protagonist, who spent more than 300 years in a cryogenic chamber in orbit, returns to Earth affected by a terrible fungal virus. Humanity has been destroyed. Now the character has to survive on deserted spaces, explore the open world, extract resources, and organize his shelter. You can farm and raise livestock. In total, more than 200 different items for crafting are available. Some ingredients will have to be found in hard-to-reach places, like underground caves or abandoned mines. The game also has a dynamic day and night change. While exploring the world, you can learn more information about the deadly virus and how its spread led the world to death. My friend Pedro first made waves on the PC and Nintendo Switch, where you utilize a slick slowdown mechanic to take down your enemies. Seeing that the console PC game was based on a popular Flash game, it makes sense that the game would come to mobile, thanks to simple controls. We didn't get a direct port of the console game, but we did get a mobile offshoot that plays on a 2D plane, and it's just as great. Plus, it can be played offline, which makes it a perfect title for this roundup. Winter sports games used to be highly popular back in the PS1/PS2 days. The genre has fallen by the wayside, with only Ubisoft carrying the AAA mantle. Since then, TopLuvaAB created one of the best winter sports games in recent memory. Even though it's a mobile game, it's jam-packed with content that can all be played offline. There's a total of 7 open-world mountains to explore, adding up to more than 100 challenges spread across these maps. You can ski, you can snowboard, and controller support is included. There's even a free-play Zen mode for those who want to hit the slopes. All around, it's a great game that shouldn't be missed, especially if you're a huge Cool Borders SSX fan. A game described as a subway simulator, Mini Metro is more of a puzzle game where perfect planning is the key to success. You start with a few lines in a smallish town, and as that city grows, so will the subway lines. It's up to you to properly place and run them to ensure continued growth. The game is presented with minimal graphics that are appealing and easy to run, which means this is a fairly accessible game that should run on about any Android device. Plus, it works offline, perfect for playing on the subway, which is about as meta as it gets. King Richard, a tyrannical and very irritable ruler, rules all his subjects with an iron hand from inside his castle. No one dares to oppose him, given his cruelty and bad temper. Only the local jester, Leonard Goodfellow, dares to sneak into his castle with the intention of pranking him and making him look ridiculous in front of the people, so that he loses the authority and respect he gained through force and terror. Elite Motos 2 is an open-world game where you play a young Brazilian guy who you have to help earn money by delivering all kinds of packages around the city. An easy way of describing the game is by comparing it to Grand Theft Auto, except you can't commit any crimes. You can only work honestly and earn money from your efforts. You will barely have any money when you first start playing Elite Motos 2, so you must accept all kinds of jobs. The further away you have to deliver the package, the more money you are paid. So your goal is to make deliveries to earn money that you can use to buy yourself better vehicles. But your character will also need to eat, so you will have to buy food in some of the street stalls in the city. Dead Survival Island 2 is a survival sandbox mobile game that is packed with action and adrenaline. On this remote and post-apocalyptic island, your only goal is to survive, and there is a lot of threats that will try to stop you from achieving this goal. From hunger and dehydration to dangerous wildlife, opportunistic players, and other mysterious dangers. You will need to gather resources, build your own bases, craft various handmade weapons, and ensure that nobody's going to steal your hard-earned loot. Deadkind Project is bringing a whole new zombie survival experience to the mobile platform which has never been seen before at all on mobile. It will include new generation graphics and a huge map to bring the players a whole new immersive gameplay on mobile, and make the game feel like as if you're playing on a PC itself by full release. The project will include both single-player and multiplayer by full release, so you can play with the whole world and make new. In Real Drift Racing 2, you can switch between the modes of having fun with your friends or alone as you wish. This game offers a variety of ways for you to decide on a dose of fun. You can choose to use a variety of cars and custom settings to create your own unique style. There are several driving modes to choose from. Whether you like to hit the gas, drift, push the limits of speed, or enjoy a calm and peaceful drive, you'll find something here for you. There's a lot of excitement waiting for players in this magnificent simulation game. First of all, the game offers a multiplayer open-world city map that is much larger and more detailed than the traditional small and low-quality maps. You can explore parks, bridges, intersections, skyscrapers, and dusty lands in the city. You can go wherever you want to go. The Dead Will Walk is a thrilling zombie apocalypse story game developed by No Service Games Studio. The game takes you on a journey where you help the main character navigate through a series of difficult situations. With interesting characters, challenging puzzles, and formidable enemies, the game is sure to keep you on the edge of your seat. The game requires you to find and equip items, calculate in advance whether there will be enough weapons, and help side characters solve their problems. You'll need to use your wits and strategy to survive the zombie apocalypse. The game mechanics include solving puzzles, inventory and interaction with items, a system of close and long-range weapons, and a plot with side characters and dialogues. It's time to say goodbye. But before I end this video, I would like to say thank you so much for your support and presence here. I appreciate every comment, every like you've left under my videos. Your support and your words inspire me to create new video content and share my thoughts and ideas with you. So stay tuned and leave your comments and suggestions on what you'd like to see on my channel in the future. I'm always happy to hear your ideas and opinions.